So you want to know how to start an online business. That's why you clicked on the video, right? Right. So I'm going to talk about all of the pertinent points that relate to starting an online business. It's not going to be in any particular order, but whatever order it is in, they are all equally relevant and things that you should not skip either way, regardless of the order that you eventually go about doing this. However, it is in a certain way in which, looking back on it now, certain things that I would focus on heavily first is the things that I am going to mention first, but not necessarily the order in which I went about doing this back in 2020. All right. So the first thing is to figure out what you are selling. So this is going to be either a product or a service. And when you're answering this question, other things that you definitely want to take into consideration is your pricing, your competition, the production process or workflow. So for example, if it is a product or something that you need to create or make, you need to think about that process. And if it is something like a service that you're providing, you need to think about the workflow or the framework which you would be following to deliver that service. Right? Then you need to think about the delivery of the product or service. So that is the finished product or the end result of the service that you are providing. You need to think about the space that you may require to do your operations, the equipment you might need, and if you need any capital investment up front in producing this product or providing this service. The next thing you want to think about is who are your potential customers or clients. Also in this question, you want to think about the market demand. So is there a demand already for your product or service? Is it something that is quite saturated, or is it something totally new and an invention or something innovative? Or is it something that has an average amount of competition, so therefore you can differentiate yourself with an unique selling point? Those type of things are some of the things that you want to think about. You also want to delve deeper into the potential clients or potential customers that you would want to attract to your business, and you should be breaking down their demographics. That includes their age, gender, nationality, and other superficial characteristics like that. And then you would also want to delve into their psychographics, which deals a lot with their personality traits. And you would also want to take into consideration their social class. So that would deal largely with their income level and where they would deem your product or service something that they would spend their excess income on. Right? So all of those things you would want to think about, because that is quite important in terms of making sales for your business. The next thing you'd want to think about is where do they hang out online? So these same potential clients and customers that you would have thought about or mapped out some sort of avatar for previously, now you would want to think about where do they hang out online. And this is imperative because you are making or creating an online business, and therefore you would need to attract paying customers online through different social media platforms or digital channels. So it would behoove you to really think about where these potential customers would be online so that you can reach them through marketing. And you'd also want to think about what type of content they consume. So not only the platforms that they will be using, but what type of content on those platforms do they consume. Are they reading? Are they watching videos? Are they watching pictures? Are they listening? So all of those things you'd want to take into consideration so that when you do start marketing, you know the medium in which is most favorable to attract the customers or the clients that you want to get. So once you have done all of this market research, now you would be able to develop proper marketing messages for these specific platforms and in their preferred medium that you would have identified, right? So you see how everything kind of is falling into place, right? And these are the things I would think you would want to focus on more so in the beginning, because you do want to launch your product or service, put your offers out there, put your prices out there, and get paying customers and clients into your business and generating sales, and thereby validating your business idea. And then you can start to do all of the extra back-end work, which would be developing a brand, settling on your business name, getting the colors, the fonts, the logo. You'd also want to secure your business name on all the social media handles that you anticipate that you would want to use for the duration of your online business. And then also doing all of the legal things that you need to do, such as registering your business name, opening a business bank account, and basically setting up shop, right? So in this phase of doing all of these branding and setting up your business, I would say there's one last thing that you definitely need as an online business. So I've been talking in general about all of the things you need to set up a business. However, for an online business specifically, there's one thing that you definitely cannot do without, and I talk about that one thing in this video coming up next. So click on it and I'll see you over there.